When I was in the second grade, my class took a test. Before my teacher handed the test back to us, she asked two of us to come to the board. She told both the students that came up front to draw circles onto the board. It was supposed to be a perfect circle. The rest of the class was allowed to encourage whichever student they wanted. One of them had a really good start, while the other one had a meh start, resulting in the one with the good start getting a shit ton of encouragement, while the other student got more just, hey, you could do that better. When they finished, the one with the good start had a not great finish, and the one with the not so great start had a pretty decent finish. When they had sat down again, my teacher explained why she had done this. Apparently, several students that were doing great during lessons were doing not so great on tests. Her conclusion was to show us that praise was bad, and that if you got too much encouragement, you would stop trying and ultimately fail. I think she thought that this would make us pay more attention and try harder to learn. To be better. What it actually ended up resulting in is that several bullies from my class had a really great excuse all of a sudden. What it did for me was definitely also not trying harder in class. No, I learned how to draw a perfect circle under any circumstance and no matter what was happening around me, just in case she ever tried to do that again, so I wouldn't give her the satisfaction of being her example. I practiced it so much that it became second nature to me to draw circles. And to this day, it functions as a coping mechanism for when I want to draw but I'm completely uninspired. And yes, this is just a long-winded story about why I fill several pages of my sketchbooks with hundreds of circles.